Okay, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach and then open the floor to questions.
When you play such a brutal schedule on the road, I did not realize it was the number 7 in the country. I don't know whose idea it was to schedule that, but when you play a tough schedule on the road, it makes you have a greater appreciation for being at home, no matter who you're competing against, because there is a feeling of sleeping in your own bed, shooting in your own baskets, and then it just brings you a comfort. So really grateful to be back home in Oxford and, at the Sandy and John Black Pavilion. And to see Sandy and John in the crowd was great, too, because I know they hadn't been able to come out and come to a game. So just really great to, like I said, I'm grateful to be back, and we're just going to continue to build.
Coach, those losses on the road, not being by much, coming out to the wire in those games. What do you credit those road trips to? Just that mentality on the road.
Well, we're going to have to win some on the road, and here's the thing: when you play those type teams early, you have greater lessons that you can learn from now instead of waiting until Southeastern Conference, which we all know is a bear. So it just gives us an opportunity to work on some things that maybe I would be in here scratching my head about, in January, February. We've had consistent one bad quarter, and so we're trying to rectify that. I did a new starting lineup. I liked what I saw in that for the most part, and I'll continue to search to find that right group. And until we do, I'm going to continue to mix it up.
Talk about that starting lineup, and it seems like you have about 4 or 5 point guards on this team right now. Is that making things easier out there for this team, and having KKD's back, what does that mean for this team right now?
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, obviously, I even play Maddie at point at the end because Maddie played point for us last year when KK went down. Here's the thing, the more ball handlers you can have, the better. And so Maddie can handle it, and so can the 4 other guards. So that does free us up in transition and allows us to, do what we're capable of doing. And then as far as KK is concerned, it's great. We're grateful to have her. She's a threat from the outside. She is not 100% back healthy yet, but working her way. But the challenge with her is going to be, we're asking her, what we're going to need from KK is different than she's had to do at her last places. And so that's different. Like, while we do enjoy that she scores and whatnot, we need her to get people in position to be successful. And then when it comes back to her, look to score, she cannot be the first option. And so as she learns that and gets that, we're going to be better as a team because you can't leave her open. She's going to make you pay. And she's a competitor.
Coach, your team went 3 for 5 from behind the three-point line in the first quarter compared to 0 for 6 against NC State. What was kind of just the message over the last few days in terms of maybe just taking better shots, not hesitating when you had wide open shots? What was just some of the messages to the girls just to kind of get that shooting rhythm back flowing into the right direction? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, inside out. Inside out, we were getting the ball inside, and then and we didn't shoot it in the first 5 seconds either. We moved the ball. We allowed people to defend because we defend so well that if we take a quick shot, we're going to defend on average 25 seconds every possession because of our defense. We don't get a lot of steals, but I am starting to press a little bit to see if we can get 1 or 2 here and there, but that's really not who we are. Like, Tennessee State had 22 turnovers. Well, UConn had 18, and they're the number 2 in the nation, and we didn't press them 1 time. But it is a grueling defense because we have to guard for 25 seconds at a time. So when we come down and we jack up a shot in 5 seconds and it doesn't go in, okay, which right now we're shooting 30% of the team as a team from the 3. So if we shoot it 10 times, we're only making it 3. 7 of those times, we're on defense for at least 25 seconds. We have to be able to reward ourselves by making the opponents guard as well, because they have to work so hard to score on us on the offensive end, we're not making them work hard on the defensive end. When we do both, then these teams don't have the legs that they have in the fourth quarter to shoot the shots that they shoot. NC State, home, on fire. They made 7 threes in the first half. They made 1 in the second half. That's our defense. But imagine if we could have made them guard in the first half, maybe they don't make those shots. So these are the things we're learning by playing elite competition, and I'm confident they'll pay off in the right time.
You mentioned a few weeks ago kind of hoping to see more of an excel role from Ayana and Carissa. What did you see today from the game minutes that you gave them on the floor today, just in terms of their performance on the floor?
I mean, I saw them trying to do what we asked them to do. And here's the thing. We can't develop a bench if we don't play a bench. And I think these games are going to allow us to do that. And I do not want to go into conference playing 6 players. It doesn't work well for our defense. It doesn't work well for our style. We need to be able to get some relief minutes for people. So what I told them was, these next 4 games is going to tell me if I can trust you in January. I mean, that's coaching 101. Everybody gets to do everything now, but when it comes to conference time, that thing gets tighter and tighter. So they're auditioning, and they can be afraid, and they can say, oh, I'm scared, I don't have confidence, or they can take advantage of the moment. And I've given them that option. And so, okay, Rima did that today, all right? Christine did that today. Yana played solid minutes. So they're being evaluated not only for me, but to show that they're teammates that they can be dependent on as well.
What are you seeing out of Sierra's progression so far this year, and what are you hoping to see out of her in SEC play?
Sierra's a star. Sierra's a star. Sierra's the future of the program, just like Maddie was the future of the program. We built around her. We're going to build this thing around Sierra. She's a competitor. She's passionate. She loves the game. She has a different drive, and she's coachable. And that's what you want from someone that just comes into, I mean, she's plus 35 today. She just impacts the game because she always wants to be in the mix. And those are the type of players that I love to coach, and those are the type of players that will win us a lot of ball games.
This team right now is where they need to be at right now with 3 non-conference games left heading into SEC play in January.
Yeah, I mean, as good as we could. You know, obviously we wanted SC game. That was ours to win, and we didn't. And then, you know, we had to – I just watched UConn play last night. No one comes back on UConn, okay? Gino played his bench for the whole fourth quarter. Paige was in the game against us until the last buzzer. I mean, we walked them down. And then same thing with NC State. We go there desperate for a win. They were on fire. And we were able to come back within 2 points, 3 points. And so we learned from those things. So as far as where we are right now, you know, you don't enjoy the process when it's not working for you in wins. But you're also looking at a leader that's been 0-16 and then went to the Sweet 16. I am completely confident that these will pay off when we really need them.
All 6 wins are about 30-plus points this year. It seems like the offense has been progressing a lot over the years since you've been here with the defensive mentality. What do you credit that offensive mentality to this year?
Our defense. Our defense is the engine to our offense. We broke down our 3 losses. And in the first half in those losses, we shot an average of 18%. In the second half in those losses, we shot an average of 40+%. On the defensive end in the first half in those losses, we gave up way more points than we as a group philosophically allow. In the second half of those games, we cut it down and we were playing normal. Our defense is the engine to our offense. We defend at a high level. We can rebound, run, and share the ball on the offensive end.
Awesome. No more questions? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.